Greetings, Henry.
What's that dog you have here? He looks familiar.
Don't you remember him? It's Mutt, the butcher's dog from Skalitz.
Ah, of course. When I went back to bury my parents, he was guarding his master's dead body. A faithful dog. How come he's here?
When we carted you here, we took Mutt along too. He's been hanging around the mill ever since.
How's he doing?
A lot better now. I slipped him something good now and again when Uncle wasn't looking.
He won't starve to death then. What does the miller have to say about it?
He can't stand him.
How's that?
Every time he sees him, he starts shouting that he's a useless mouth to feed and that he'll skin him.
Jesus.
And it didn't even soften his heart when Mutt brought a hare from the woods. He was happy to eat it, but it didn't change his mind.
I could have a word with him.
That would be a waste of time.
Does he obey you?
Me? Not much. He's got a mind of his own, and I'm just not strict enough.
Ah, spoilt then.
No, he just hasn't learned many commands. But he's well able to beg for a piece of meat.
How long has he been with you?
More or less since we came here. He runs off now and again, but he always comes back. Sometimes I don't see him all day. I think he likes to go wandering.
So he's doing quite well then?
Yeah. I'd keep him, but he reminds me too much of Tinker, you know? I don't want to think about Skalitz. So I thought maybe you might take him with you?
Me?
I'm sure the two of you would get on great. He's a handsome fella and lovable. I'd be very happy if you had him.
But we never had a dog at the smithy. We never needed one.
Come on. He's got no one.
All right. I'll take him. He can keep me company on my travels.
Thanks, Henry. Go and get him then. He's sniffing around somewhere here.
Hey, lad! Don't you want a little wait?
Hey, Mutt. Remember me? From Skalitz, remember? You want to go with me? Come on then. We'll get on like a house on fire. Follow me. So, how have you been?
I can't stop thinking about Skalitz.
I know. It was hell. But life has to go on. Why not clear your head and try to forget about it? At least for now.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea. And where would you care to go?
What if we took a stroll along the river?
Why not? That sounds lovely. Shall we go?
Let's go.
was a good idea to go for a walk. Not that I don't like the mill, but you get tired of it. So I'm glad you took me out. I'd love to see the markets in Prague one day. Have you ever been to Prague?
No, I haven't. I have been in Kuttenberg, but Prague must be much bigger.
I've heard it's pretty smelly, though.
Yeah, so many people in one place. So many assholes.
That's disgusting. I'd love to listen to that young preacher, Jan Hus. They say he preaches in the common tongue. Everyone's talking about it.
I bet he's just handsome. That's why the women dote on him.
You're a right one. A preacher doesn't need good looks for people to listen to him.
And what about that fine fellow at St. James? I know full well why all the girls have started going to confession, and you have too, so don't give me any of that.
You scoundrel. Well, all right. I admit I find him handsome. But that doesn't make me a bad Christian.
I'd never dare to suggest such a thing.
Tell you what. Let's not dawdle. Last one is a slimy slug. That was fun. Sit down here next to me, Hal. And what about you? I heard you're helping Sir Radzig.
Sir Radzig has me running a few errands. I have to say, he always treats me well, and I make a wage.
So you've had your turn of luck. What's it like serving nobility?
Oh, it's endless luxury, money, banquets, games stuffed with other games.
A chicken stuffed with a frog?
Yeah, and that's nothing compared to a frog stuffed with a chicken.
A goat stuffed...
With a pig? Now then.
Oh, Henry, what am I going to do with you? Wandering the land, turning innocent girls' heads.
The only one here whose head is all messed up is me. How do you always manage to look so good?
Just look at the lady killer. Where did you learn to talk that way?
I don't recall which church service it was exactly.
You scoundrel. But you certainly know how to make a girl feel special. You may continue. But now I have to go.
Can I go with you?
Just a little way. I don't want anyone to gossip. Thank you for coming with me. Please come.
Wait here for me. Stay.
Nothing on the left hand. The right? Oh shit, there's nothing there either. Where the fuck is that ring? Oh, that stench makes me want to puke. Peshek will pay for this.
Good afternoon. God bless. May the Lord watch over you.
Good day to you. Take care now.
There was a corpse in the grave, but no ring. What the fuck is going on?
Easy, Hal. Hold your horses. If the ring wasn't on the corpse, the executioner must have taken it before he buried the body.
I can see where this is going. You want me to get the ring from the executioner?
Clever lad. Only I wouldn't recommend talking to him about it. He's a bit touchy on the subject of robbing the dead. It'd be better to pinch it from his house.
All right, I'll go and find that ring.
It should be in a trunk somewhere in the house. And look here, Henry. Do you know how to get past a lock?
Get past the lock? You mean jemmy it off with a crowbar?
No, you don't. I mean the delicate, gentle art of opening it quietly and with sensitivity, like popping a young maiden's cherry.
I have some experience.
All right. I'm glad to hear you're not as clumsy as you look. Here's a lockpick for the job.
Can you tell me something about the other Millers?
There's a couple of other fellows around here in my trade. Woyzeck in Kohelnitz and Simon in Sassa.
Tell me about Woyzeck.
He's young and hot-blooded, with a short temper. But he's a fine fellow when you get to know him. His heart's in the right place, and he's always willing to lend a helping hand. Unfortunately, he got himself into a feud with that usurer, the merchant Wolfram Pruda. A slimy bastard he is. And now they're sworn enemies.
What about this Simon in Sasau?
An odd one he is. A loner who don't talk much. But he's as dogged as a hunting hound once he gets his teeth into anything. He won't let go until he sees it through, even if he has to walk over dead bodies.
Tell me something about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell. I was born at the mill, I live here, and I'll surely die here. But before I do, I've plenty of work to do, and I hope I live to see peace in this land again.
I'm interested in betting on the tourney.
Of course you are.
What can I bet on?
Let's keep it simple. You can bet on yourself to win the whole tournament. If you reckon you're up to it. Not everyone's got what it takes. If you lose, you forfeit your wager. But if you win, you'll get double back from me, on top of the prize money from Sir Hanush. That's a fair wager, ain't it? What do you say?
Nah, I don't fancy it. Can you tell me...
What's the local lord like?
Sir Hanush? He treats his people well, but he's tough as an old oak. The way things are these days, I wouldn't wonder if he and his men started kicking some asses.
What's Sir Hans Capon like?
Ah, that worthless dandy. Sir Hanush has to knock some sense into him, or I dread to think what will become of this place when he takes over.
Do you know Sir Bernard, the Rattay captain?
He's a grumpy bastard, but fair, I'd say.
What about the Skalitz folk?
God sent them to punish us for our sins. They don't work, they just idle around begging. And you want to keep a close eye on your belongings when they're around. I'll be glad to see the back of them.
What do you think about everything that's happened?
I don't concern myself with the doings of my betters, but this mess isn't good for business. Them two brothers should sort things out between themselves without dragging us into it. I don't give a damn who's king, but that usurper from Hungary has gone too far.
Do you know anything about those Cumans?
The heathen scum that Sigismund brought here. Why do you even ask? You've seen with your own two eyes what they're capable of.
That's all.
May the Lord watch over you.
Wait here.
What? This is nothing but an ordinary copper band. It's not worth a 10 penny.
What are you here for?
I have that ring for you.
Good. Nice to know you're the sort of lad I can trust with a job like that. Now run with the ring to Woyzeck, the Miller in Kohelnitz. He'll have some work for you, and I'll have something for you soon too. A clever fellow like you will never want for work. At the very least, I'll buy risky goods from you. I mean the kind that used to belong to someone else and you can't sell to just anyone.
You'll buy stolen goods from me. Oh, thanks for your trust. I'm sure that'll come in useful.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that. Good luck to you.
Let's talk about the price.
Sure, why not? Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Wait here.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Good luck to you.
God be with you.
I've got your coin.
I'd like to see that bastard's face when he finds out it's gone. I'll give you some of the Groschen back, like I promised. And I've got another job for you.
What's this other job, then?
Everywhere you go here, you'll see wretches like me. Poor souls that don't have a pot to piss in and have to beg. Then take a look and Rattay at all the gentlefolk with their noses in the air, looking out only for themselves, with not a moment's thought for the poor. Well, from one fine lady, you could get alms to feed the whole lot of us here.
Alms for everyone? That would be quite a purse. But I'll see what I can do.
That's the spirit. In return, I teach you something useful, and you'll get a share too, of course. Farewell.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
Good luck to you.
What are you after here, you fucker? I can see you're not from round here.
Blood will be spilt.
Ale dobre dela.
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Who did? Did that hurt?
Take that! Take that! Oh. Yeah! I'll slaughter. Yeah. Well landed.
Is that the best you can do?
Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. I surrender.
Get him! To me?
clanking of armor and weapons. I near died of fright. Oh my god. They went right by me, near as you are to me now. I whispered one hail
My
Mary
respects
after
to you.
another that they wouldn't spot me. There was an awful
Miller
lot of
Peshek from Rattay sent me with this ring for you.
on and on
A
they
ring?
went, an endless procession.
Here it is.
I was frozen to the spot.
Useless
Couldn't
fucking
run to save my
bauble.
life if I had to.
You must be Henry, right? Peshek told me about you.
What the... Why did you throw it away? Do you know how much trouble I had to get it? Peshek said it was important to you.
Like I said, it's a
saw
piece of
stars.
junk.
Terrible.
It was just a test to see if
Then I
you've
ran
got the
into
balls
thick
to
of the
work
woods
for the
as
Miller.
fast as my feet would
It's a
carry
custom
me.
of ours,
My
testing
brave
fledglings in the
dog
trade with a nice little wild goose chase.
Terrible.
We need to see if you'll be
Lord be
hobbled by
praised.
pointless principles,
Such a terrible
or if you're
thing.
willing to use your
That
head.
poor Scarlet.
Congratulations.
I
You
haven't
passed the
been able to
test,
sleep
and
nights
now we'll
since
have a
it
few
happened.
jobs for you.
They're with God now.
What am I to do with these things I pilfer? No one will buy stolen goods from me.
Buying and selling stolen goods is a crime. But if they're worth something, I can make sure they're properly cared for. Not that I'd buy them from you, but I could store them for you. And you'll get some coin for taking care of them before.
So if someone loses something, and I happen to find it, I can bring it to you to store, and I'll get Groschen for it.
That's the arrangement.
Do you need help with anything?
Just in time. There is a certain matter I need resolving. I have some scores to settle with the commander of the Talmberg Guard, and I want to get my own back. You may have heard that Sir Robard of Talmberg is a stickler for having all his gear neat and tidy.
The commander of the guard? Sir Robard? I'm already confused. Just tell me what I need to do.
It's like this. I want you to break into the Talmberg armory and steal a few Waffen rocks with the coat of arms on them.
Ah, and once Sir Robard finds some of his guardsmen's equipment is missing...
He'll see to the commander of the guard, who's the only one with keys and answerable for their safekeeping. When Robard finds out he's losing things from under his nose, he'll have him whipped. And I'll get what I'm after. Satisfaction. Take at least 5 Waffen rocks to make it a proper stink.
Consider it done. What am I to do with the Waffen rocks once I have them?
I'll burn them to get rid of the evidence. Just make sure you don't get caught.
I'd like you to teach me how to be better at stealth.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention. Take care now.
I'd like you to teach me how to be better at stealth.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
now.
Is it true the executioner...
Everything for the house. Garden and nice. Hey, ho! Get the best prices.
Young master, the good Lord, in his infinite wisdom, gifted me the power to know the fate of men. For just a little coin, I can tell you all the good and evil that awaits you.
Onions that'll even make your man cry like a little lass. Come and
Why
buy
not?
some.
So, what fate awaits me, good wife?
I see a maid in a red dress, the flash of fair hair and bold features. I see twinkling eyes and hear tinkling laughter. I see a great love that will last till the grave and beyond. And
Vegetables, fresh
I can see her name.
Look,
It
smell.
is
Aren't they lovely?
Katerina.
Thank you. Here's your coin.
I thank you, Goodman. There's not many who treat me as kindly as you have. May God be with you.
God be with you.
Vegetables, fruits,
Eggs,
apples,
yeast.
cucumbers,
Let it bake a bit,
onions.
and
Come
you'll be
get
able to
'em.
feed the whole family with fresh breads.
I wonder what Theresa's doing now. I could stop by and see her again. I enjoyed it last time.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Here's your Groschen.
Good. Keep half for your effort. Interested in another job?
You mentioned another job. I'm all ears.
Aye. There's a good widow living in squalor with us in the camp. She sold the last memento she had of her sainted mother to a moneylender so she could feed her young ones. And now she's so torn with regret, she can't sleep nights.
You want me to get this memento back?
Just so. I'd do it myself, only I can't show my face on the town square without the catchpoles kicking my arse. Steal her ring back from that usurer, Wolfram Pruda. You can pick your own reward while you're at it. He's so rich it ain't decent.
I'll be right back.
Very well.
Hey,
Good health to you, sir. May the Lord watch over you.
I've got that ring.
Ha! That'll bring tears of joy to that poor widow. I hope you filled your own pocket while you were at it. You're a handy lad. You could be king of all the thieves in Rattay.
What else have you got for me?
Something really special this time. There's a stuck-up cloth merchant from Ledechko who comes to Rattay from time to time. The bastard claims poverty is God's punishment on us for our sins. I'd like to show him what God's punishment looks like. Now, if you were to lift his guild seal from his pouch, he'd never live down the shame of losing it once the guild gets wind of it.
The mills of God grind slowly but surely, eh?
And we'll help them along. As a reward, I'll get you something really wonderful. Just wait and see.
I'm on it.
See you later.
G'day. What do you want? Goodbye.
I'm glad to see you.
You've an honest trade. How come you got mixed up in crime?
Evil times. The harvest failed, and there was no grain to mill, and a child to feed on top of it all. I had no choice. And meanwhile, the lords in the castle and the monks in the monastery stuffed their craws to bursting. Where's the justice in that?
So you took justice into your own hands, is that it? And now you take whatever you need?
Pull your head out your arse, Henry. Take a good look around you. Wars come and go, but nothing really changes. It's the poor that do the dying, and the nobles who reap the rewards. We have to survive somehow, so why concern ourselves with morals?
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right, let's see what we can do about that.
Would you happen to have any work for me?
Of course I will. And, surprise, surprise, it's another ring.
Like last time?
Properly done this time. Proper hard work. And who else to set the task to than you? The ringleader, so to speak. The thing is, one of the rich townsmen left his ring behind the last time he went to the baths for some wenching. Too drunk to see it, no doubt. And now he wants it back, and the baths deny all knowledge.
Why not turn to the bailiff?
Why not? Because he doesn't want anyone to know about his bathhouse visits. And the girls in the baths are wary of selling the ring in case the bailiff does start looking for it after all. So we'll make life easier for them. What do you say?
Consider it done. Provided I get something out of it.
Don't worry. You won't be left short. The ring's hidden in the chest in the bathhouse madam's chambers. Come right back with it once you have it.
God be with you.